Hello, and welcome to Bay of Fundy Fortunes. For those of you that do not know who I am, my name is Natalie. I'm an empath, intuitive card reader, and a visionary as well. And this is my channel, Bay of Fundy Fortunes. I'm not here in this video to do any readings or anything like that right now. What this video is about, I haven't rehearsed this. I don't have notes written down, nothing. I'm winging this. But this is a word of warning and a heads up to anybody viewing this video, anybody that is on YouTube, surfs YouTube, listens to videos, subscribes to different channels, anybody on any other networking sites like Twitter, Facebook, Twitface, Face Off, whatever it is that you have for networking sites, all right? A heads up to hackers. I almost got taken in on, what are we today, Monday, Sunday, Saturday and into Sunday. They almost had me. Here's the thing, I've been around the block a lot in my life. I'm not a gullible person. You can't move me with flattery, and you can't move me with your prestige either. Should you be, let's say, a big star, a music star, a big actor, whatever, I have respect for somebody that's talented, all the respect in the world, I really do, and can be in awe of somebody's talent. I have deep respect for who they are as a human being. But I had a man who was a millionaire one time, first time in my home, and he sat at my kitchen table with his big old stogie hanging out of the corner of his mouth. And right out of the blue, in the middle of a conversation and a visit, oh, shut up, one moment there, he looked at me and he said, "So, you think I'm rich, do you?" Well, it was not well-known fact this man was, yeah, he's a millionaire. Big whoopity-doo. I turned around and said, "Well, if you are," I said, "good for you." I said, "But I don't care. It's not my money, it's your money. Good for you." And all he did was chew on a cigar and go blink, 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 and he didn't quite know how to respond. And I said, what I'm trying to say to you is, what matters to me is what kind of a human being you are, not how fat your bank account is. I could care less because, like I said, it's not my money. It doesn't affect me in any way. And that's who I am. To try to condense down what brought this video on, this is not a rant. This is words of warning. And I've been doing the online thing since the year 2000. I took 2.5 years of university level Microsoft networking and engineering. I know about viruses, and I know about hackers, and I know about a lot of things where, yes, there's a lot of changes since the year 2000, but the basics never really change. It's like physics. It's a law, right? It's the way things work. It's like breathing. You can find many different methods to breathe, but at the very basis of it all, you still have to take oxygen in and release the carbon dioxide in order to survive. It's the same idea. So I'm not flattered easily. Oh, if I had a friend tell me, "Wow, you look like $1 million today, Natalie," I'd go, "Yes, baby," and flattery will get you everywhere. But when it comes to strangers, and they say stupid things like was said to me on yesterday, on Sunday, because this is Monday. "Natalie, you know you're a good look. You're a beautiful woman." And I said, "What the hell?" I said that out loud, and this was in a voice call through Messenger. I said, "What? I am old, and I am wrinkled, and I just am who I am. Dude, if you could see me on my bad day, before this gets put together, beauty'd be the last thing on your mind." I don't get moved, especially by a stranger. This person, and this is not unusual, followed me from YouTube into Facebook, because that's where my Facebook group is, that private closed group that I promote in every video. And I'll be quite honest with you, I do have celebrities. They're not major world stage stuff. They're popular, and they have star status in their own region of the world. We'll put it that way. and they're huge there, and maybe never even heard of here in the Western world, this part of the world, Canada and U.S., North America, we'll say. Canada is part of that. Canada, U.S., it's all North America. Um, so it was not unusual for me to get a message out of the blue, and it happened to be from a man, claiming to be, well, this information about this person's all over the internet. Anybody can get it. 10 years older than me, a Cancer like me. It wasn't unusual to have, had it been all true, this man follow me in, because others have, and I respect their privacy, and I don't communicate with them at all. We don't have chats. We don't do anything. For those that have some celebrity status, I told him, after he told me why he wanted to talk to me, that that was all fine and good, and I respected his craft. I respected his placement in his world, and, you know, everything that goes with that. But I don't do the starstruck thing or the adoration of, you know, pop culture idol, you know. The music industry would be a pop idol or a rock idol or what, you know, like I said, all the respect in the world. I'm not being snobby when I say that. I just see us more alike than we are different. We all put our pant legs on one leg at a time every day. Our basic human functions, we all go through them every day because we're human. I see us more alike than different. And I told him that, and I said, well, because he asked if we could become friends on Facebook, and would I be there for him if he felt a need to chat. He felt drawn to me. He felt he could open up with me. He felt a connection. Right there, those few little things, I get that all the time too. When I do my videos, there are, you know, a couple of thousand people watching, right? And a lot of those people feel I'm talking just to them, just the way some of you are reacting right now, that it's just me and you. And that's not the case. That's not the reality. I'm talking in general to everybody at the same time. And if I think too hard about that, I'll go vomit from stage fright. But I don't think about it because I'm sitting in the comfort of my own home. And I get to expel my thoughts knowing that others are going to be hearing what I'm saying. But these things, people relating, I feel like I've known you forever. I feel like I could relate to you. I feel a connection to you. I get that a lot. And don't worry, my friends, the ones that are my real life, you know, they're around me every day, or the ones I communicate with every day, they know I don't have an ego. That's the least of my trouble. You know, I could end up being the biggest YouTube sensation ever, and I, you know, it just doesn't happen. I'm too grounded. I've been around too long. I've been through too much to ever become shallow and self-centered. So no worries there. And if I did, then, you know, hopefully the creator come down and kick my ass and straighten me out. You know, I'm human, right? But hey. So anyways, it's not unusual to have people follow me from the channel on YouTube into the Facebook group. A lot of them don't even join the group. They just put in a friend request. And it is not unusual for people to say, I'm only here because you're here. I've made one really good friend that way. Hey, old Jacko. He knows who he is. But he was only there because he found me on YouTube and he felt that thing. And him and I have become good friends. We argue. Our main word together is whatever. We try to one-up each other. You meet some great people. 99.9% of them, they're just like you and me. They're great people. They're all going through their own things. But every once in a while, there's a wolf in sheep's clothing that comes knocking at my door. And I'm sure other readers on YouTube go through the same thing. Only I'm putting heads out because I'm really upset about this. This has really bothered me. The mosquitoes are thick here tonight. I want our bats to come back so bad, to gobble them up. I'm really hurt about this. I don't open up to people at a personal level that quickly unless I feel a connection to you. And if I don't feel a connection to you, it's not going to go anywhere. Doesn't mean I don't like you. There's just no jive between the two to become lifelong friends or anything. Um, so this celebrity, who's huge in Europe, the UK, and I'll put this out here, and I'm not going to say his name, but I'll put this out here. He's the biggest thing that Australia has ever turned out. We'll put it that way. His stuff is still present in Canada. Some of you may have heard his work, and maybe not. He never really did the US crossover thing. I'm not sure why. I don't know. But anyway, there he was. So what's your problem? I asked him. Why are you seeking me out? Like, what is it? I don't know. I have everything that a man could ever want. I have wealth and security and stability. When you see me doing my thing, do I look like a happy man? Those were the first words that came from him. He said, go look. So I did. It looked fine to me. And then I recognized the music. I was like, wow, I do know this music. He said, I am not a happy man. And I don't know why. And I don't know what it's going to take to make me happy. So he was really, you know, the fishing pole, right? Right? You pull out your line, kick back your lever, you hold on tight. Whew. That had already been done. Line released, nice clean sail over the lake. And then that beautiful resounding plop when it hits the water. And that really, really neat sound when you start to crank that reel and that, you know, that cranking sound, I can't imitate it. And all of a sudden, boom, there's a bite. There's a pull on the line. So you put out a little bit of line. You know, let the fish run with it for a bit, thinking they're free, they're not caught. And then you stop them up, and you reel them in. And then you let it go. And then you reel them in again. And then you let them go a little more. Until you tire him out. And then you got him. It's the same thing. This guy got to throw the line out. And he got to hear the plop. And I was playing with his line, I guess you might say. The bait, I took a little nibble. Part of me believed for about 2 hours. On Saturday night, a conversation. Just text messaging. I can't talk to my own people, he said. They'll think I'm crazy. They won't take me seriously. They won't understand me. But with you, it's different. I know that there's something here, and it's different. And I know that you're a good person, and you'll want to help me. So I'm desperate. Can I tell you my story? So proceeds to tell me his life story, basically. In the end, the bigger picture, all that information is all public. Anybody can get it. And as a person, everything he was telling me, he had me almost hook, line, and sinker. Almost. Saturday rolled around. He tried to pin me down. I was extremely busy. I didn't have time for him. I thought we could talk today, Natalie. I'm so busy. I said, I'm so sorry. I have more videos I have to work on. I have to get them out. Well, what time do you think you'll be done when we can chat? I said, I don't know, 8 or 9 o'clock tonight, maybe, if I do good time. Oh, you can't narrow it down any more than that. Well, no, I thought you were just sitting at home being depressed with nothing to do anyway. What's the point? You know, this is kind of like the way I'm talking to him. Oh, okay. So, long story short, the guy puts forth a voice call. This went back and forth. He wouldn't take my video call. When I missed his voice call, I said, I'll call you back, text. So I put out the video call, no answer. I put out another video call, and I thought this would be okay to do. And I don't do video with any. I've done video with 3 people in my life. Video chat, 3 in my life. But I felt with him it was okay. He was who he was after all. I mean, it wouldn't make any sense for somebody that is well known around the world that goes and is viewed by 60, 70, 100, 150,000 people at a time would be too shy to do a video chat. That's just common sense. He texts me, I'm on the phone, I'll call you back, I'm sorry, as soon as I'm done. Okay. Voice call. There's 60 seconds in 1 minute. I hit about 30 and I said, that's not him. And I felt myself, this sinking inside of me. It was physical. I knew it wasn't him. So I let him go on for 2 minutes. And then I said, hey, why don't we do a video chat? Oh, no, I don't have my laptop with me. I can hear this voice, but he doesn't sound like this person. And I heard this person, he's portraying to be the imposter. I heard his voice. In the Aussie accent, the slang is just so weak, and then it slides off. And what was coming across was don't anybody nail me for this. This had nothing to do with color, all right? It is what it is. I hate that. But he sounded black. He had that deep kind of a voice. And this person he's impostering doesn't sound anything like that. And there's this tiny little Australian accent, which could mean he's indigenous of Australia. But this superstar is not indigenous. He's a white man. All right? So he said to me, I said to him, you're not him. Right out of the blue, I said, if you're him, let's do video right now. Well, I can't do that because I don't have my laptop. And I have to talk to my manager, Sharon, about it first. Because I got in trouble once before doing video chat with a woman. Honest to God. Then the shovel come out. Never mind the shovel. He was already starting to shovel the bull crap, okay? Now comes the backhoe. He's trying to save this. And long story short of it, I said, you go video live with me right now, and I want to see. And I said the man's name, looking back at me and having a conversation with me. Live, or we're done. He said, my manager's here now. She says, no, that it's okay to continue the voice call, but not to do the video. I went, and I looked into the screen, and I said, you know what? And I said his name. How flippin' convenient for you. See ya. Boom. End of call. Over with. Sent me an email. I blocked him on email. I blocked him on Facebook. I blocked him every which way is Sunday. The thing is, what he probably would have ended up doing in the long run would have said, you know, I want to help you out money-wise. I want to send you some money. I've got a lot. Because he went on about how much he has. Trying to maybe do the reeling in. Get out of here. Do the reeling in and all that. And I just wasn't falling for it. I wasn't falling for any flattery. He gave me a nickname. He said, I love to give people nicknames. I have given you a nickname. And excuse me, and maybe this is going to sound racist, but here's what he said to me. I've given you the nickname Bobo Gundy. Bobo Candy. And that's how he said it. Bobo Gundy. And I'm like, said, what? What the hell's a Bobo? What is a Bobo? I ain't no candy. I'm no kitty either, or anything like that, or a baby. I'm none of those things, right? And I was really offended by that. He called me Bobo, and he called me Natty. That freaked me out. I've only had 3 people in my lifetime shorten my name down like that, and they were extremely close. They didn't call me Natalie. They would call me Nat. But Natty, only 3 people have really called me that in my lifetime. It blew me away when he did that. And there's no way he would know that. No, I don't talk about that. I'm talking about it now. Now everybody's going to know. And go ahead if you want to call me that, but I think it's kind of childish, a little immature. Baby talk. Watch out for these guys. All right? I told the guy, I said, you're either African American, or you're African from Africa, or you're from Nigeria. The Nigerians right now are really creeping and crawling all over Facebook and YouTube and any networking site they can, trying to take people in. Where eventually you would offer to send me money. But, oh, I have to have your banking information, all of it. The full number, the whole bit. You know, this little Bobo Gundy. I'm sorry. I wasn't born in a cabbage patch. Been through the school of hard knocks. I generally love people very much. They interest me. They are my life. Figuring them out and reading them is what I'm all about. Um, but not all the time. I can shut it off sometimes. But the thing is, people, you have to watch out. You have to be careful. Um, Try to invest in really good antivirusware if you can. You know, I do have some. If I could afford more, I would. That stuff's real spendy. So, um, but to keep yourself, this is my bread and butter, and I don't hide that from anybody. Yes, the esoteric and the tarot comes first, always. I do a lot of pro bono stuff, and don't be slamming me. Don't be bullshitting me or conning me what a hard life you're having, blah, 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 and could I get a free reading, and all this. It doesn't work that way. I have a way in my system, all right? So don't think you just struck it rich or you got lucky, right? It's not going to happen. Um, but the thing is it's about the people first for me. It's reaching out. It's what I was meant to do from the time I was born, and I know that now. Everything makes sense to me now. When you're like me, and I'm not special, I'm just more open to the gifts that I know that we're all born with, and I am just a mediator, a conduit to receive messages, to send them on to whoever it may be. That's all I am. I'm a tool. And I don't mean that as in, hey, toolhood. I mean, I am literally a form of a tool used by the universe. And I feel like that gives me purpose as well. Anyways, everybody, please enjoy the videos. I'm jumping into Taurus. I'm behind because of that. And Mercury going retrograde. I'm going to be smudging the hell out of my house so bad. There's going to be smoke rolling out the windows every day. Fire department's going to get tired of being called here. Because Mercury retrograde, I need protect. I've got protection. I do have that. I've got a lot of protection over this property and every heart that beats within it. It's going to stay that way. I had a close call. I don't want you to have a close call. They're out there. Beware of accepting messages from strangers in any way, shape, or form. Thank heavens, nothing passed between him and I. There were no images, no pictures, He asked me to go and check out one of the videos. He gave me the name of the video, and I checked it out. I went under my own steam. There was nothing exchanged between us. If he'd get in, he didn't get in very far, and he didn't get anything. So, please be careful. I've been simmering underneath thinking about this because I feel hurt because I started to like this guy who I thought he was who he said he was. Because he was telling me what I wanted to hear, what I needed to hear, while trying to sound genuine. He was very good at it until he opened his mouth to my ears. And that's what hung him. Buddy, if you're watching this, you suck at accents. You really suck at it. And I told him, no, I can't tell you guys. He knows what I told him. But it has to do with your financial station in life. I'll leave it at that. So he knew that, and still he didn't kiss me off or cut me off or say she's a waste of time, because I have nothing to give anybody. You know what? You break into my bank account, you feel so damn bad for me going over my statements and stuff, what I bring in, what I spend out. You'd end up putting money in my account, put it that way. All right? That really made me angry. I'm like, you contacted a woman in the poorest province in Canada. And I could say more, but I'm not going to say more. And that made me angry. And you know what, though? In the bigger picture, I'm glad it was me and not some older, naive woman living alone who's lonely. Because loneliness can drive people like a magnet to that kind of a thing. And these people on the other side of the screen, they know that. So I'm glad it was me and not somebody else. I could handle this guy. I handled him. And you know what? If he infected my computer, and it became, and this is brand new system, state of the art. For those of you that can't hear me, there's nothing I can do to help you. This is high definition, everything including sound. All right. I would just eventually, well, you know, that's my bread and butter. I'd lose it. And this is state of the art, and it was bought for me. It was a gift to me to help me with this business, so I could help myself and be a little more independent. It's literally to keep the food in the cupboards, the meals on the table, whatever we need. Toilet paper, shampoo, detergent, things that normal people need. And if something happened to this, if it got robbed from me, if somebody infected it with a virus and it destroyed my hard drive or anything like that, I'd be screwed, but not forever, because I believe that another would come and another would come, and I'd be back up and running. I mean, they can't, of all the hacks that have gone on with Twitter and different things like that, the banks, they hack the banks, they hack Twitter, hold them hostage. I've never seen YouTube hacked, although maybe they have. Could have been before my time of being a regular here on YouTube. But when you have a YouTube channel, just to get in there real quick, this is. I thought this was going to be 10 or 12 minutes long. It's now 25. I'm sorry. What was I going to say? That yes, being on YouTube exposes you to 99% of the best people in the world, and that 1%. If any of you are watching, you guys are flipping nuts. Go get some. I'm going to say it. Go get some fucking help. And don't pull the rest of us into your misery. There. You that know me well know I don't do that, and I did that deliberately. You can see I'm starting to see. And I have to go do Taurus and Gemini's weekly reading. I'm done. I'm done. I wish you all the best. I felt compelled to put this out there, not for attention. I just felt compelled. Because you know what? It's 12:25 at night, and I've got 2 videos I have to get off before I go to bed, because they're already a day behind for the weeklies. And I apologize to you, all you Taurus, and I apologize to you Gemini ahead of time. I'm very sorry. I wish you all the best. Oh, there's so much more I could say. I can't do it. I'm going to say goodbye to all of you. Thank you, everybody, for all your support. It's appreciated. One by one, we may be weak, but together, we're strong. Just remember that. Just remember that. Together, we're strong. Don't be taken in by anybody. Listen to. There we go. I'm going to end this by saying, listen to your intuition. That tiny little voice. Listen to it. When your gut tells you something's not right, something's not right. Long story short, I did have it confirmed that this guy was an imposter. Absolutely 100%. And that's, as I speak, they're trying to shut him down. So, good luck to them. Good luck to you, Glenn, in case you end up watching this just by fluke or whatever. Anyways, and no, Glenn's not the name of the person that this was all about. Glenn is associated with that person. All right. Thank you so much, everybody. Now it's time for me to get to work. And when I'm not working, you can always catch me what? You can always catch me waiting on the next high tide. Goodbye, everybody. Thank you for your time, and good night.